Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Marauders at Midnight. I'm Isabella,
And I'm B.
and today we are talking about the parents of the four Marauders boys. So that
No. Kidding.
includes the Lyle, I keep saying
The
Lyles,
Lyles.
the Lupins, the Blacks, the Potters, and the Pettigrews. So,
Whoa.
yeah, we did
I'm so
some research
excited.
today.
Yep. And we're going to be doing them in the same order that we released our episodes about the boys. It's all going to be in one
Yes.
episode, I mean.
Also, before we begin, I want to announce, I guess, that I think the Halloween episode, we are going to officially show our faces, our screens. So you can join in on YouTube if you don't go on YouTube, and you can see what we look like and see
Yeah.
um, our really sad faces when we say sad things. So,
Great. Everyone's going to
yeah,
see me cry when I
on
cry.
Halloween, which is perfect.
Perfect. Perfect. Remind me
So,
not to
yeah.
wear makeup.
All right. Just add to it. It adds to it, honestly.
Real.
Okay. I think, yeah, you're gonna talk about the Lupins, not the Lyles, the
Yes.
Lupins.
The Lupins. The Lupins. But that would be funny if their last name was Lyle.
Remus
Lyle
Lyle.
Lyle.
Remus John Lyle.
Hope Lyle. I can't
It's
believe
not
his
that bad,
name's middle
actually.
name is John.
I won't say it
Sorry.
again.
Say what?
John Cena! Da, 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 da.
Stop.
Anyways,
Isabella's
why
obsessed
are
with
we?
John Cena. It's actually crazy.
We're in a silly, goofy mood today, so
We are. It's because we haven't talked in so
I.
long. I
It is, yeah.
missed you.
Okay, start,
Okay.
please.
The Lupins, which is Hope Howell and Lyle Lupin, obviously. So I'm going to talk about Hope first because I love her so much. What?
Oh, I'm just trying to be quiet.
Oh, what are you doing?
Keep going. Oh, I was picking up my
Okay.
water bottle.
Well, stop it. I can hear you. Ew. Ew!
Okay, keep going.
Isabella.
Keep going.
Bella, where the hell you been, loca? Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So Hope Howell was a muggle. Well, she still is a muggle. Never mind. She didn't become not a
Was.
muggle. She is. Stop. She's a muggle and she worked in an insurance office in
Hmm.
1950, I believe it said. Oh, that might be wrong. I don't know when she worked there.
Who
Don't
cares?
Who cares? I forgot to write that down. She worked in an insurance office in Cardiff, which is a town in Wales. And one day she decided to take a walk through the forest and ran into a boggart. Oh, bestie, this is where their cute love story comes in,
Oh
okay?
wait, I've heard this, I think. The
Yeah.
Bogart
So
thing at
she
least I have.
she runs into a boggart and it obviously boggarts like disguise himself as someone's worst fear. So it became
Yeah.
a very large man because large men are scary. They're scary.
Yeah.
Lyle heard her scream and rushed to her aid, and he turned the boggart into a field of mushrooms and then escorted her home so she would be safe. He on the way
Oh, come
there,
on.
he tried to explain what a boggart was to her, but she didn't really understand what it was, so he just went with it was a very large
Yeah,
man.
because she's a muggle.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought that was so cute. And then, so after a few months, Lyle confessed that the boggart never posed a threat, but it didn't diminish her fondness for him. And they had fallen in love in those few months. And Hope accepted Lyle's proposal for marriage. Isn't that cute? And then their wedding took place early 1959, and their cake had a boggart shaped topper because Hope thought of that.
What's Bogart shaped though? Like
I
they
don't
don't know what a
know.
Bogart looks like.
Maybe it was a very large man.
Hmm,
But yeah, so their cake had a bogart shaped topper. Hope's idea. Isn't
that's
that
so cute.
cute? Oh, I know. Remus was
Oh,
born, of course, March 10th, 1960. And then
yes.
in 1965, Remus was attacked by Greyback, Hate that guy. And
Okay, it
they
went from cute to like, damn, I forgot about this.
traumatizing, yeah. There was nothing in between there, in Hope's
Mm.
thing. And then they had to keep moving around from village to village a lot of the time, so Remus wouldn't be found out because of his odd behavior, which is
Oh.
really sad because like that means they didn't have like a stable home. Like Remus didn't have like a childhood home.
Yeah, that means he didn't have friends either, probably. And even
Ugh,
if he
shut
made
up.
them,
Shut up.
he left.
Don't say that. Hope became ill and she passed sometime before 1981.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't, but she actually canonically did. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, I didn't have any friendships, but of course, she has the relationship with Lyle, and they
yeah,
are the couple. I was saying to Isabella earlier that I think they are better than Euphemia and Fleamont. Don't come for me.
yeah. I kind of
I
have to
love
agree
them.
because I researched them and they didn't have much of a story of how they
No, but
met.
we made
So,
their backstory up. That will tell them in a
yeah,
few minutes.
so real.
I thought of it actually because I'm so funny. Um, but yeah, I love them and I love their meeting story. I didn't know it until today, and I just thought it was really cute, especially how he turned it
Yeah.
into like a field of mushrooms.
He saved
It's so
her.
it's so adorable. I love it. Because just because you're a damsel in distress does not mean you're not a strong, powerful, independent woman.
Yeah.
Just because Hope's dreams are different than some of ours doesn't mean they're
Doesn't mean they're
unimportant.
unimportant.
I love Little Women.
Me
But
too.
yes. Oh my God, you like Little Women?
Yeah, I like
Ew.
big women too, though. So,
Whoa.
that
Are
was
you
a
trying to
bad
rizz me
joke.
up? That was a bad joke. It was a
Yeah.
horrible joke. Stop rizzing me up. I don't want to be
Okay, keep
rizzed up.
going. Keep
Okay,
going.
okay, okay, okay. So Lyle Lupin, he was born either in or before 1929. Oh, also that's another thing. Hope didn't have like a year she was born. I'm assuming she was born around that same time.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not a weirdo.
Lyle went to Hogwarts in his youth. It didn't say what house he was in or anything. I like to think he was like either a Gryffindor or a Hufflepuff.
I've always seen him as Ravenclaw for some reason, but
Really? I mostly see him as a Gryffindor because I think he was very
mm,
much like Remus in a way.
yeah, I guess so. That's usually
But
the
Ravenclaw sucks.
trend with Harry Potter
Yeah,
characters. They're in the same house as their parents and stuff.
except for someone we know. Sirius
Someone.
Black. We'll get into that. Get into that next. By the age of 30, he had become a world-renowned expert of non-human. Okay, I might butcher this. Spiritious. I don't know. Apparition, which is the the study and knowledge of poltergeists and boggarts, which I didn't know poltergeists were a thing in the Harry Potter world. So that's
Yeah, that's
fun.
Peeves. Peeves is a
Oh, I
poltergeist.
didn't know he was a poltergeist. I thought he was just like a ghost, like nearly headless Nick.
He's Peeves the poltergeist. That's what he's
Oh,
called.
the more you know. Um, and then of course he meets Hope, saves from Bogart, their whole love story that I just explained. And then after their marriage, Voldemort was growing in power, obviously, and he was asked to join. Hold on, this is a mouthful. The Department of the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures. And he did so very happily, which is like werewolves and
Yeah.
all those other things. And then he was very praised for he captured a boggart that was like terrorizing this town of muggles. He captured it in a matchbox. Isn't that slay?
What a silly little guy.
I love him. Silly little guy. He is the silly little guy. And then sometime in 1960, no, not 60. Yeah, 65, Fenrir? Is that his name? Fenrir?
Fenrir. Just say it
Greyback?
fast.
Greyback. I'm just gonna say Greyback.
Yeah.
Was to be put on trial, and Lyle did something to like piss him off, and like basically was like trying to take away his rights because he recognized that he was a werewolf, because Greyback is known to have like a lot of like more wolfy animalistic features in his face kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like his neck is very hairy, his nose is kind of like,
He's really creepy looking.
yeah, he is creepy looking. I was trying not to be mean though, even though he's literally a fictional character
He's crying right
who
now.
then
He's
yeah.
like, damn.
So he pissed him off, and then he escaped. He was supposed to have his memories erased of the trial, but then he escaped and found the Lupins and attacked Remus in the night, and ultimately turned Remus into a werewolf. And then after Remus became a werewolf, Lyle's perspective and thoughts on werewolves was forever changed, and he no longer like hated them and saw them as these like disgusting monsters and stuff.
Yeah, because he has
And he did,
firsthand experience now.
yeah, he did everything he could to try and like help Remus through like the transformations, and like it was nuts. He was a good dad though.
You know who I think should have like been around, or I wish was around to like help Remus?
Newt.
Newt Scamander.
The way we both said that.
Oh my God,
Oh
we're
my
literally in
god.
so in sync. It's crazy.
I love
But
it.
yeah, I was thinking
You're my
about that earlier.
soulmate.
I was like, Newt
Newt
would
would have been great
actually
at
probably
this.
know what to do. Yeah,
Absolutely. I love Newt. We gotta talk about
yeah,
Fantastic Beasts at some point. I have
of
to watch the
course.
third one. I didn't watch it yet.
We should like rewatch them and like get our ideas back about it
Fantastic Beasts marathon when?
sometime. I don't know.
Okay.
Guys,
Shit,
I
what was I
like
gonna
B.
say?
That sounded very much like a
That did
ugh.
sound. No, we have a lot of other movies to watch first. We'll watch Hocus
Yeah.
Pocus.
Hocus pocus.
Anyway, the people don't need to know that.
Yeah, no one cares.
What was I saying? Shit. Oh, we were talking about Newt. So yeah,
Yes, you said
Lyle,
about, yeah,
so Lyle, he didn't die. He's still alive.
real.
No, he died after the Battle of Hogwarts. Why did my voice like do that? So Remus died before him, and Hope died before that. So he was left all alone, and it is unknown if he ever met his grandson,
He did.
Teddy. Isabella is saying he did.
It's
I
known to
think
me. I was
him and
there.
Andromeda met, and like, I don't know, just were the best grandparents ever.
Yeah.
I don't think they got together because that would be weird, but like
No.
they, they raised Teddy together until he died.
They had tea together
Yeah.
every week.
So yeah, so Lyle, he was a good man. He was a good man. Well, not
Yeah,
at first.
stop.
He was in his
Sorry. Free Lyle Lupin from the bad dad and dead
Yeah.
allegations.
I
Please.
literally hate you guys for that. Like, what is up with that? Can't
Please. Like,
can't more than one of the Marauders have good parents?
Remus deserves to have something good in his life, okay?
He
He
had a
deserves
great
one
family.
good thing.
He had a great family. But yeah, so Lyle was in his controversial era for a bit, but then
Yeah,
he's okay now. He's okay now.
it's okay. He
We love
grew. He
him, and he
matured.
loves his son. Oh, it also said Lyle wanted Remus to come move back with him during the war to like help keep him safe, but Remus refused because he didn't want to disturb his dad's quiet and like happy safe life.
You didn't have
Isn't
to
that,
add
and
that
like
one.
risk getting him killed. I'm sorry, I had to.
No, you didn't.
I did. I did because I know you're gonna probably break my heart during all the other ones at some point.
Yeah,
Can
I
we talk
am.
about my fan casts?
Yes.
Or our fan cast?
Go.
Okay.
Wait, I don't even know what your
I
hope one is, I
literally
don't think.
Anne Hathaway.
Wasn't that Effie?
No, my Effie is Meryl Streep.
Oh, right.
Ours is, we have different ones,
That's because
I
you said
think.
yesterday that. So I just assumed that you were like, yeah.
Oh no, I was
But
talking
okay,
about,
yeah, I see it. I don't have a hope
Yeah.
one.
You don't have a Hope one? Okay, well, my Hope Howl fan cast is Anne Hathaway. And my Lyle Lupin is Charlie Cox, Mr. Daredevil himself,
Yeah.
who stood me up and didn't go to Comic Con when I was supposed to meet him.
Stood you up? Like,
Stood
what the
me up
heck,
personally.
man?
It was a personal
He was
attack.
like,
He just,
I know that B is coming here, so I'm gonna not show up.
yeah, that's exactly what happened. I worked so hard on my art piece. I was going to get him to sign, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. And I waited and I never complained cuz I figured you'd love me, Charlie.
Yeah. Um, I do agree. I think that's like one of the best fan casts for him. But I also
Yeah.
do have another one that I just have to have because
Bill?
you know about it.
Do I?
It's Bill Skarsgård.
Oh my god, yes, I
Okay.
forgot.
There's this one show he's in where he really has like that Lupin look, very malnourished, very, you know.
Malnourished.
The other
The way
thing
I
is
know
he's
exactly what you mean.
yeah, he's very tall, and I feel like that's a very Lupin male thing to be
I mean, yeah, have you
tall,
seen David Thewlis?
right? But yeah, I can't remember what show it is, but he's in this one show and he's like this really creepy thing. He's creepy in every show, but
You talking about
every
Hemlock Grove?
no, not Hemlock Grove,
Oh,
it's
okay.
something else. But like
Is it a
that could
movie or a
count as
show?
well. It's a show.
The
I haven't
show?
seen it though. But
I don't know what
anyways,
show he's in.
just he just looks like a
You
Lyle to
know,
me.
for the people who like him when he's like toxic and like are like, oh yeah, he's a bad dad. Him and Devil all the time could be.
Yes, that's very true. That is true.
He's very like creepy and like mean in that one. And he dies.
Yeah,
Spoiler
that's
alert.
he's really fucked up in that one.
He is. I didn't like that movie. I only watched it once and
Ooh.
it was good, but like I don't know. Sebastian Stan with that mustache was just not doing it for me.
All of like the hot people were just like really mentally ill and needed
Who
therapy.
even who else was even in that? I don't remember.
Robert
There's a
Pattinson.
lot of people. I
He was that
forgot with that.
creepy pastor guy
Oh,
or something.
yuck. I hated that. Part where he like licks his fingers and like, oh, gross. So many people made thirst edits of that, and I'm like, you guys are mentally ill. Go make some Edward edits.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård. I just think yeah, he just looks like a Lupin to me. Even if he's not Lyle, I feel like he could play some kind of
Trying to
relative of
think of
that.
who else would make a good Hope.
I've seen so many, I just can't name them. There's this one that I'm thinking of now, and I can see her in my head, but I don't know. I'm not good with
Oh,
celebrity
there's
names.
this one. She was in oh, what's that movie? She was in some sort of space movie, I think.
Space movie.
Was it? No, it wasn't Mortal Engines. I think I know who you're talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna search really quick.
The one I'm thinking of looks a little bit older, not like old, but she looks more motherly, I'd
More
say.
motherly.
Yeah, that's not who I'm thinking of, but
Oh, that's who I
I
was
see
thinking of.
it as well. I feel like really, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm
No,
not like super picky with fan casts in general,
me neither. I don't
to
send
be
people death
honest.
threats when they have different fan casts than me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm
unless
still
it's
not over
Peter.
that. Oh
It's
yeah,
different when
Peter,
it's
I'm picky
like,
with, and like Dorcas,
yeah, those things are different. But
Mary.
for the general like characters, I don't care. I
You
really
know,
don't care.
people who were sending people death threats over having Aaron Taylor Johnson as their James fan cast. You need to, I'm sorry, you need to get a life. It's not that serious, bro.
You are chronically online
Yeah.
if you did that.
Also, James. Aaron is literally the original James fan cast. Like, how can you be mad at that?
And
He
I feel
looked
like a lot
so
of
much like
people,
Daniel.
yeah, that's like the main thing. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
probably fan cast him as James because he looks like Daniel. Like he looks so much like Daniel and
Literally.
he looks like what's his name from Lord of the Rings?
I
the
want to
main
say
guy,
Frodo.
Frodo.
Frodo, yeah.
Yeah, every time when I was watching that, I was like, oh my God, this is Daniel Radcliffe and Aaron Taylor Johnson
Mm-hmm.
mixed
Mm-hmm.
in the same.
Yeah.
Anyway, is there anything else about Lupins?
So the last thing about Lyle that I want to talk about is a ship that I found like a couple months ago. It'd be longer now, actually, because we record this in advance. A couple months ago, though, called Amber Moon, um, created
What is
by
Amber Moon?
is a ship.
Sorry,
I just so told you that, you
I
silly
know I was
goose.
trying to be all like, ooh, what's
Yeah, I know.
Amber Moon?
It's a ship created by at Searching for Planes on TikTok. I want to give them credit because I know there was a little controversy with people not giving them credit and don't want to be in controversy. Mm-mm. Um, and it's basically it's Lyle Lupin and Sirius's uncle. Oh, I don't know how to say his first name.
Alfred.
Alfred? Alfred? Alfred Black.
Yeah.
And they are so angsty, and I'm so in love with them. And not as much as the women, not as much as, say, Noble Flower, Mary Lily, all the good women ships. But I still really like them. I especially like, they made this edit, it was like headcanon, that Alfred was a professor and he had Remus in his class. And it was
Yeah.
like,
Oh
ooh,
yeah.
ooh,
You sent that
the
to me, I think.
angst, the juice, the tension, it's so good. And I just really like them.
And that was by the same editor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
only
go
really edits I've seen of them is
look.
by that editor. So go look them
Yeah.
up. They post only men content, really, as of right now when we're recording this. But that's okay.
But their edits are really good. So
They are really
go
good. I love them. They all
watch.
have this like moody new moon-esque filter on it, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's very slay. Yeah, they do a lot of Wolf Star, Amber Moon sometimes. I don't want to say the other one because I don't like that ship.
Don't say it.
Guardyless.
Um oh.
If you're into
Um
that. But
yeah, I
yeah.
guess it's another one of those if you because you said Lyle is like a Gryffindor in your eyes.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's
Gryffindor and
very
Slytherin.
Jegulus, Noble Flower, kind of that dynamic.
Yeah.
Another ship that I ship with that dynamic is Godric Gryffindor and Salazar Slytherin. Because I saw a single edit one time and I was like, yep, ship them.
Actually, it's kind of like a pre-Wolf Star because it's Black and Lupin.
Yeah, that too.
Interesting.
It's very good. It kind of like mashes like all the aspects of like all of our favorite boy relationships into one, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Um, and I don't remember if you said
Oh, the
that
fan
it's
cast.
Killian. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna
Killian
say the fan
Murphy.
cast for Alfred is Killian Murphy. So that also I might be a little biased because I really
Yeah.
like him. But that's okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
an interesting one. Not very popular, but like it's the pre-Marauders, so I don't expect
I
it
don't
to
want it
be.
to get popular because you know what got popular? Jegulus. You know who's not
Yeah,
happy about that? Me. Anyway. Okay, you have the floor now to talk
I
about
know.
the noble house of Black. Speaking of, because we were just speaking of them, I could have transitioned that so much better.
It's fine. I don't think the listeners are like nitpicking your transition skills right now.
I Someone's gonna leave a comment about that now.
My parents and their pure blood mania.
Yo rat.
I quoted Sirius this time. It was me.
I will never stop saying that. Yo rat.
No, we're not talking about Peter yet. Or the
Okay.
Pettigrews, I mean.
Okay.
Um, okay. So we're starting with Wilburga because she had more actually. I was kind of surprised because did you just break your marker? Jesus
No, but it's
Christ.
not showing up in the thingy. That's
Oh.
clever.
Um yeah, so Wilburga had way more notes. Not way more, but she had a little bit more than Orion.
Power to the women.
Period. He literally
Ooh.
had like two things, I swear to God.
That's
It was so
like
boring.
Hope's was so short compared to Lyle. I just skipped a bunch of Lyle's because I want to talk about Hope more.
I want to start this off by saying that Walburga over Orion. There, I said
Real,
it.
real.
Because y'all hate women. For real. So,
Literally.
that's not me excusing the things she did, though. She's not the greatest mother out there. But, okay. Walburga Black, born in 1925, no birthday. She died in 1985. She's a pureblood, obviously, because she is a black. And she, just like Orion, they both looked down on non-pureblood people or blood trader pureblood families. So, like the Potters and stuff,
Ugh,
didn't
not those
really like
silly
them.
Potters.
Ugh.
I hate the
Ugh.
Potters.
She is one of the children of Pollux Black and Irma Crab. So there you go.
Crab.
Sister,
Oh, like Crab and Goyle?
yeah, like crab.
Okay, that's cool.
Sister to Alfred Black and Cygnus Black. So there you go. She attended Hogwarts around 1936 to, I didn't do the math to the end, but yeah, she went there in
36. What is it, like 8
1936.
years? 40.
7 years.
7 years? 40 something. 45?
Yeah,
No, 43.
sure.
43.
Um,
I'm
Obviously
right on
sorted
that.
into Slytherin, and then it said, this was kind of weird to me, but it said that she waited for Orion to graduate from school after she graduated. And I'll get
Oh, a
into
younger
when he
man?
was born. Yeah.
A cougar?
Um,
Oh yeah, they're cousins. What?
so yeah, she waited for him to graduate so that they could continue the bloodline. They were second cousins. Um, so their parents were siblings. That's what the
Yuck.
thing is.
Wouldn't that make them first
Um,
cousins?
it said second cousins.
But if their parents were siblings.
I might have mixed that up. I don't know. It's
Okay.
yeah, they're second cousins.
Oh
That's
well.
what it said. Um, Inbreeding was obviously very popular in pureblood families. Even like every single pureblood family had to have had some
That's
kind
so
of
disgusting.
cousins kissing cousins thing.
Ew. Sweet home Alabama
Weird.
much?
Yeah. Um, Let me see, because I wrote some notes at the side that I forgot to add, and I want to make sure that I'm getting it right. So yeah, she had Sirius and Regulus 2 years apart. Or no, 1 year apart, right? Yeah, they're one
Yeah,
year apart.
they're 1 year apart. But Sirius started school late.
Yeah,
No,
because he started
they're 2 years apart because they're only 1 year apart in school.
right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But Sirius was the disappointment to the family because he didn't
Harsh
follow their
much?
ideologies and was sorted. Well, it's true.
I know, I'm
And it
just
was
kidding.
sorted into Gryffindor instead of
Ugh,
Slytherin, which was how dare he do
how
that?
dare. Can't believe
Because it was
can't
his
believe he's
choice.
done this. I can't believe it.
Ugh. And Regulus forbade. Wait, what? Oh, I jumped in my notes.
Oh my.
Reggie was the golden child. He followed them and wished for their approval, so he did anything in his power to get their attention and to make them be like, yes, good job. You're a
That's so
good
real of
boy.
him.
And I have, oh, so Regulus becomes a Death Eater, right? We know this. You just disappeared.
Put a
um,
paintbrush over the.
so Regulus became a Death Eater, and I'm assuming it was actually his choice to do that.
I
A
also
lot of
think it was
people,
because he wanted to impress his parents.
a lot of people say that it's like he was forced, but
Mm-mm.
canonically, his parents were not Death Eaters, and they did
Even
think that Voldemort had the right idea, but they got cold feet when they realized how far he was going to take it. So they were
Even
like, okay,
in Fanon, I think he still would have joined, like,
yeah,
on his own. Especially because his parents weren't Death Eaters. So why would they force him to become
yeah.
a Death Eater?
So I have this quote from the book. It's a quick little thing. So Harry says, "Were your parents Death Eaters as well?" Sirius Black says, "No, no, but believe me, they thought Voldemort had the right idea. They were all for the purification of the wizarding race, getting rid of Muggleborns and having purebloods in charge. I bet my parents thought Regulus was a right little hero for joining up at first."
Whoa,
Um,
serious. Don't have to be so harsh.
he said nothing but the truth.
He did. The
And
truth, the
then
whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Regulus goes on his little mission. We've already done an episode on Regulus, so go listen to
Yeah, why are
that.
we talking
And
so much about Regulus and Sirius?
because it's his mother, their mother,
Okay,
and it was
okay,
very important
okay.
to her little storyline here. So
Oh, was it?
Regulus
Okay.
does his mission. He died and forbade Creature from telling anyone what happened. So she never found out like how he died, and she just kind of assumed that he died like trying to run away from everything, which like as a mother, from a mother's standpoint, like learning or thinking that your child ran away from you and like I mean, I guess her one child already did, but like her favorite one,
Yeah,
you know
I would hate my
what I'm saying?
favorite child just.
Ugh, what an asshole thing to do. My favorite child runs away after my least favorite one runs away. The
Oh my God, I
fuck?
hate that.
And also, I didn't know this. I knew that he died, but I didn't know that it was in the same year. Orion died the same year as Regulus. So she lost
Oh, oh,
double
that
homicide.
hurts.
Yeah.
Mercy,
Um,
no. That hurts
which
though.
obviously would have devastated her a lot.
No
And I
wonder she got
think,
driven to insanity.
yeah, I think that's what happened is like she went into madness because of like how much she lost and probably regretted a lot of things and
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not, again, not trying to be an apologist for her, but that is what I think. Um, and she died in 1985. I think I already said that earlier, but yes, this is the timeline. She died,
Yeah.
and then her portrait was permanently hung on the wall in Grimmauld Place and depicted a very negative version of her and the like madness that she probably felt after what
Yeah.
happened. And I think that Creature parroted this type of behavior from the portrait because that's all he really had. He was living in that house by himself and had
Mm-hmm.
just her portrait to talk to.
That's so
Um,
sad.
and then actually, Harry inherited Creature as a house elf after Sirius died because he was the last black around in that
Yeah.
house. So Sirius dies, Harry inherits him, and he starts being a little nicer to Creature, and that's when he warms up a lot more. Um,
I just had a horrible,
and
sad thought.
oh no,
Harry,
what?
Harry probably reminded Creature of Regulus. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
Do you hear my silence right now?
Don't look at me like that.
Thank you for your
You're
input.
welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, one last note on her, and then I'll go to Orion. Creature said that Walburga, he told this to, I think, Harry, that she didn't want to disown Sirius, but had to for the family. I think that's kind of the thing. Um,
My God. Maybe she wasn't so horrible.
she definitely was like she was definitely more of a strict woman, but I don't think like the way that the fandom depicts her is the right way. Um, and I'd argue that Orion is way worse, even though there
He's
wasn't a
a
lot on
man.
him. Yeah, exactly, he's a man. Ew. And also, I do want to add, I think that because she married her cousin, is most likely arranged. She probably
Yeah,
didn't have a
I
choice.
doubt they fell in love.
Because, like, imagine, like, going to the family reunion and being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry him." Like that. That's my
That
cousin.
would be
I'll marry
so
him.
weird.
Like no, they were absolutely in an arranged marriage, 100%. So
Real.
Orion Black, also known as Onion in my home. Onion
Onion.
and Wahlberger, born 1929, so 4 years after Wahlberga. They're 4 years apart,
Whoa.
which isn't too bad,
No, it's
but
really not. There could it
yeah.
could be worse.
And he died in 1979, same year as Regulus. Um, he's the only son of Arcturus Black III and Melania Macmillan. Was sorted into Slytherin at Hogwarts in 1940, married Walburga, and he put the protection on their house. That's why it's all hidden and stuff. He did all those spells, all that
Good
magic.
job.
There's no canon information on whether he died before or after Regulus. I would assume after. I want to say
Probably
after.
after. Probably after.
It doesn't, I don't think it said how he died. So I
Probably just
just
of
kind of
old
assume,
age.
like, yeah.
Even though
I
he
don't know.
wasn't that old. Never
He
mind.
wasn't that old. Whatever.
Um, maybe Wahlberger killed
Maybe
him.
he just
Maybe she was so upset that Regulus died that she like snapped one day and like killed him.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Ooh, I'm a
Someone edit
genius.
that. Someone edit that, please.
Please,
And
MAQ, tag us.
then apparently Creature didn't mention Orion to the Golden Trio when he talked about the family, so he didn't have much of an impact. He's probably not very nice to him. Loser.
Yeah.
Not Creature.
Maybe.
Orion is a loser.
No, I know what you meant. We stand
um
Creature in this household. I
so yeah,
love
the
him.
fandom, that was all the notes, but the fandom seems to hate Wahlberga way more, and I think that that is the hate for women
Cause she's a
and
woman.
villainizing women, even though Orion had basically no, in canon, like no impact on his son, so he probably wasn't even very present in their life at
Yeah,
all, which is really awful. So
that is
yeah,
awful.
and that's pretty much it for them. So we can move on to
Wow, you took
the
way quicker than I
loves.
did. My bad.
I know, because I just don't care about them very much.
Yeah. Now we get to talk about your favorite. Well, you get
My
to talk about your favorite.
favorites.
And then we get to talk about the Pettigrews. I'm very excited.
Me
So
too.
let's get into it.
Okay, so Euphemia Potter. I don't think it said her maiden name. I'm assuming she took Fleamont's name. Um, she was a
Then say it.
pureblood.
Avon calling.
Oh my god, don't say it yet. It's not time. It's
Hey,
not time yet.
sorry.
She died in 1979, so while James lost Regulus, he lost his parents as well in the same year. I've
You
had that realization.
actually need to shut up. Why did you say? See, I told you you
Yeah.
were gonna get me back for saying that sad stuff.
Of course I was. Oh, and also, just to get you back more, she never met Harry. Same with Fleamont, because they died days apart.
I need you. I need
Never.
you to stop. I need you to just take a minute and just think about your actions and just stop it. Oh, she would have been
It's,
such a good grandma. I'm gonna
it's gonna
cry.
get more sad based on that as well.
No, thank you.
So
No,
she
thank you.
married. Shh. Just be quiet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Um, there was no Hogwarts years really. She married Fleamont Potter, and they lived in a comfort. Wow. They lived a comfortable life due to his wealth. Oh, we didn't talk about fan cast for the Black family, but it's basically
Oh,
the
yeah.
main ones.
Colin Firth, and then what's her name? E-
She's
Is
in,
it Ava
what's that?
Green?
I don't know.
Isn't she the one
I
from
don't
Miss
know the
Peregrine's Home
names.
for Peculiar Children?
Yeah.
I'll Google it. You talk.
Um, see, I don't have like any other fan cast for them besides the
Me
Dorian
neither.
Gray guy and her. I'm sure everyone knows what we're talking about though, because there's like no other
Ava Green.
ones.
Ava? Ava?
Okay. I know she's so pretty though. Oh my god.
She
I
is.
can't hate
She
her.
was in Dark Shadows. She is so gorgeous as a blonde.
Mm,
I
I
love
love
her
her.
so much. She's an amazing actress too.
Mhm. So Fleamont, I'll get into why they're so wealthy, but Fleamont had a very wealthy family, and he also grew up in a wealthy family. So they were rich and they didn't have to worry about things like that, which is
Hmm.
nice.
That's very nice. She's
Wonder
very
what that's like.
privileged.
Kidding.
Wish
I'm
I
I'm
knew.
very privileged as well. Um, so this is where it gets kind of sad.
Oh man.
Um, Apparently, I didn't even know that this was a canon thing, but they had trouble having children and almost gave up. But James was their rainbow baby. And it makes me sad because not only that, but the fact that they never met Harry just means like she would have wanted like the grandson, the
Stop.
grandchild,
Stop.
or
You're
they would
breaking
have.
my heart. Imagine how happy she was probably when Sirius like moved in with them.
Oh,
Because she had like
Lord.
another son. Or like if like the other Marauders came to visit.
And Lily too, with the what
Oh
happened with
my
her.
God, yeah. Oh,
Go listen to the Lily episode. That was really sad. But yeah, that's so true.
I don't
That's
like
so
you right
true.
now. You're being mean to me.
And in Fanon, Regulus.
Stop. Stop it.
So good. That hurts my heart, but in a good way. Like, I just, yeah,
Yeah.
she would have loved them so much. Oh, she would have loved Harry so much. I'm bashing my head on a wall. Okay. So, because they had a late in life pregnancy, that's why they're so old or depicted as so old because they didn't
Okay,
have
that makes
children till
sense.
way later or have a child. Um, that resulted in James being an only child, and he was very pampered, very spoiled, and it's very evident that he
No
was.
wonder he had such a
In
big ego.
Yeah,
I bet he got that
they
from
fed
Flamont.
him. Oh yeah,
And
100%.
he got his heart from Euphemia.
I love them so much. I
Me
love the
too.
Potters. What else? Oh, so then they took in Sirius when he was 16 and treated him basically as their own son. And like we just said, that makes a lot of sense as to
Yeah,
why they
that's
loved him so
beautiful.
much. And apparently he only stayed there for a year until Alfred died and he inherited that money and stuff that he left him.
Oh.
So then he moved
Alfred didn't
out.
die though. He's like alive and well.
Oh my god.
I really
With
like him.
the thing that Fleamont is like friends with him too. Imagine like he would have. That's sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sirius ended up moving out and got his own flat, I guess, with that money. It's probably because he felt bad too. Like he didn't want to feel like a burden to the Potters, even though, yeah. But it said
Yeah.
that they were like, you can always come over for dinner, like every Sunday, like come over, eat dinner with us. We love
That's
you.
so cute.
We want you around. So yeah, they were very important to little Sirius. He wasn't very little, but yeah.
Yeah, no, he was almost an adult. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Um, and maybe I just won't say the next part.
Oh God.
They died of
Stop.
dragonpox soon after James and Lily got married, and they died within days of each other. So at least they didn't really. Whoever died second would have suffered a little bit of the loss, but they were both very sick, I
They were
guess,
back
and
together very quickly
yeah, just like
in the
James and Lily.
afterlife. Stop.
I'm
You did
hurting my
not have to
heart.
say that.
Um, and then the last thing I have for her is that, well, I guess this is their notes are very similar because there's not a lot on
Yeah.
them. So Harry, when he's looking in the mirror of Erised, he saw not just his parents, but he saw Euphemia and Fleamont, and apparently Lily's parents, which I don't know if they're dead. I
I
feel
don't
like they
know.
were if he did, but because like wouldn't he have at least met them if they were
Maybe.
still
Yeah, I
alive? I
don't
don't know.
know.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting that it said that.
Jeez,
But
why
yeah,
does
so
everybody have dead parents?
They were all just like in the mirror looking at him.
Oh, that's actually so sweet.
It hurts. Okay. Fleamont Potter. He was born. Oh, Effie didn't have a birthday. Monty does. Well, not really. It says he was born before November 29th, 1909.
That's
It didn't say when Euphemia,
1909?
didn't say when she
He's
was born,
really
though.
old. Didn't realize that.
Also, we kind of already said our fan cast for Effie. That's Meryl Streep, which that one makes more sense
I
because she
like that
is
one.
a bit older. But I also see Anne Hathaway just because I love her.
Yeah.
And yeah, she just has a very like nice, like loving
Motherly.
mother look.
Yeah.
But she works for Hope
I
as well.
really,
So,
yeah. For Hope, I specifically really like her look in Love and Other Drugs. That one
mm.
like is very like Hope to me.
So Fleamont,
Why'd you say it like
Monty.
that?
I don't know. I just love him. Uh, he was also a pureblood Potter, obviously. The son of Henry Potter.
Henry.
I don't know his mom's name, but his dad's name is Henry. He was he went to Hogwarts, and I guess Effie doesn't have a Hogwarts house that's canon, but Fleamont is a Gryffindor.
Of
So
course
there you
he
go.
is.
Of course. And then I have a quote here that it said, I just took a picture of it. Henry's son was called Fleamont Potter. Fleamont was so called because it was the dying wish of Henry's mother that he perpetuate her maiden name, which would otherwise die out. Oh, so his mom died pretty early on, I guess, which is sad.
Aw,
He bore the burden remarkably well, the burden of his name being
the
Fleamont.
burden.
Indeed, he always attributed attributed his dexterity at dueling to the number of times he had to fight people at Hogwarts after they made fun of his name.
Aw,
So
I
he
actually
had to
really
like
like that name.
deal. Yeah, I do too. I think it's kind of funny that he's good at dueling because so many
That
people
is
make fun of
funny.
his little name. He
I
doesn't
understand that
deserve
because
that.
I have like a silly little last name and people make fun of it all the time. Teachers would
Yeah.
make fun of it sometimes, and I was like, really?
It's don't do that. It's mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was, I guess, good at dueling because of that. Um, he was born into a very wealthy, pureblood family. His father was a prominent Wizengamot member, which is like the law, like trials and stuff. Like
Oh,
Dumbledore was
okay.
the main head of that thing, basically. I already said that. He inherited the invisibility cloak from his dad. That was once Ignotus Peveril's
Ooh,
invisibility cloak that he got from Death himself.
fascinating.
Herself. Death is a woman.
Herself. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
And then after Hogwarts, this is your time to shine, he developed Sleek Easy's hair potion, which quadrupled his wealth.
Avon
And
calling.
yes, he's in the beauty industry. And so go watch the James episode. I think it was, yeah, it was the James episode.
Yeah.
Um, he would be the Avon lady going door to door. Going door to door. There we
Can
go.
I say my headcanon?
Yes.
I think it would be so funny if Fleamont and Euphemia met, not in school, but because Euphemia answers the door, and there's Fleamont standing there with his sleek, easy hair potion, being like, Avon calling, want some hair potion? And that's how they
Sleek easy
met.
culling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so goofy to me. I'm almost
Yeah.
done his notes. Pretty close, actually. Apparently his product made the front page on the Daily Prophet because he
Whoa.
managed to woo a bunch of American witches, and they were all like, "Holy shit, this product is like 10 out of 10." Like the TikTok girlies would have eaten it up. Would have been
Oh,
trending
absolutely. You know that
everywhere.
oh, I think her name's I don't know what her name is. but she's in the army and she's got like red hair and she's like known for like gelling back her bun.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God. Yeah,
She would
she's
eat it
using
up.
Sleek Yeezys.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and then he ended up retiring. He was pretty old, so he retired and he sold the
Mommy.
company for profit and he made so much money for his family, and that's how Harry is so freaking loaded.
Yeah.
I saw I think it was a TikTok the other day, and someone was like, "How does Harry even have that much money?" Because his
Because his
parents
dad
were
is
rich.
very successful. Duh.
Literally, it's I'm like,
And
you
they
people
died. So it
don't
literally
know
all got
anything.
left to him. Because
Seriously,
James's parents were dead too.
there
And
were
Lily's
no
family
relatives,
sucked.
no
Yeah.
relatives alive
So
besides his
sad.
aunt and uncle. So he would have
Ugh.
gotten so much money. Um,
He did get so much
but
money. You
he
saw all
did.
those snacks he bought on the trolley that one year? Whew.
We'll take the lot. Okay, one last little thing. Um, they presumably died happy. I'm assuming they died happy. They were rich. They got to see their son get married. They were very
They were in
happy for
love.
him. Um, and yeah, and they died almost together, probably buried with each other. And
Aw.
I think
Oh,
that's
like how
so
Lily and
sweet.
James are.
Yeah. Oh, soulmates died together. And then I have, oh, I don't know if we have time because I have like
That's
a
true.
couple head cannons.
For them. Just do
Okay,
one. Just do one for now and then we'll look at the time.
actually, I'll say this other thing first. So I think friendship wise for Effie, because I just love her, I think she was friends with Minerva and Poppy because
Oh,
they are girl
yes.
bosses.
Girly
And then
queens.
um I think we both would agree on Alfred, Lyle, and Fleamont being a little trio as well. Oh my god, rivalry trios between the two?
Yes. Yes. Like the Marauders
Slay.
versus the Valkyries. That's what they're
So
called,
real.
right?
Yeah,
The Valkyries?
Valkyries.
Okay. Ugh, such a girl
Um,
boss name. Love women.
I haven't seen any other ships between either of them besides each other, and I just think that that's so
Because
true.
they're literally soulmates.
Right?
That would be like if you shipped like Remus and Sirius with someone else. You just don't do it.
It just doesn't
Well,
work.
some people ship Remus and Regulus, but that's just silly.
And also Remus and Tonks for some reason. Uh,
Don't talk about
gross.
that. Mm-mm. Don't talk
Sorry,
about that.
sorry. That's a no go.
That's a
Don't go
no, no, no,
there
no, no. We don't
on
talk
this
about that.
podcast.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Actually, I could probably get through these headcanons real quick. So,
Okay, do it.
number
Go,
one,
rapid
I
fire.
think I think that Euphemia and Fleamont always liked each other from day one, but McGonagall, Minnie didn't like Fleamont very much because it was a man, and she was like, "Ew,
Real,
gross man."
just like me.
And it wasn't until like I don't remember. I had a headcanon, but I didn't write it down. But like he did something that won her over, and then Effie was like, "Okay, are you good if I go with him now?" And then she was like, "Yeah, you're fine. Whatever.
Oh,
Go
that's
do it.
cute.
Go ahead."
I
Um,
like that one.
oh, this one. Ah.
Oh
So
no.
Euphemia had a very beautiful wedding dress, in my opinion, because she's rich, right? Her husband, her man is rich, and so she would have had the loveliest dress ever. And I think that with the Lily thing, because of what how her parents probably might have not even shown up to her wedding, I think that Effie lent her wedding dress down to Lily and was like, "You wear this, you
Oh
make it look beautiful, you can have it," and then it becomes an heirloom to like the other women, like
my God.
Ginny
And
or
then
whatever.
Ginny wore it, and then like their
Yeah,
daughter.
but I think that they
So
would like
cute.
add little details to make it their own in a way, and it would just keep
Yes.
like
Oh, I love
changing
that.
every time. And then lastly, I made a couple, I think I made like one TikTok about this where Euphemia and Walburga were childhood friends. And that's why Walburga treating Sirius that way is so like angsty
Painful.
between the two. Like, I think Effie would have been like, you, I can't even like look at you. Like, I
Yeah.
can't believe we were ever friends and you're doing this. I'm taking your son. I'm kidnapping him. He's
I'm
mine.
kidnapping him. She just broke into their
Um,
house and stole him.
yeah, so yeah, there's just a little angst there. And I do think like that's I've even seen people say like that they're sisters and stuff, which I don't
I don't
know,
like
but
that one.
I think that childhood friends works out pretty well. And
Yeah, I
like they
like
just
that.
kind
That's a
of
good little
had different
head
beliefs
canon.
and they kind of drifted because of that. And then
Hmm.
as adults, whatever. So yeah, shall we move on to the Pettigrews? Pettigrew.
I think we shall.
So here, I will read you guys what the wiki said for the Pettigrew family. Okay? It's really interesting and detailed and so well written.
Yeah, I bet
Okay,
it
ready?
is. I can't wait to hear.
Pettigrew was the surname of a wizarding family of unknown blood status.
That's it. Gorgeous, stunning,
What do you mean
amazing.
that's it? That's like all,
Loads,
like, I've
loads of
learned so
information.
much,
That's more than we even got about the Black family.
right?
I can't believe
I,
this.
in all realness though, I like this because that means that we can come up with our own and we can be creative and no one
Just
can
like
tell
with
tell us we're wrong.
Regulus. Just like with Regulus.
Exactly. We can do whatever we want.
Yes, we
So,
can.
we have come up with little names for his
We
parents.
did. I did actually.
Yeah, you did.
Stop taking my
And
credit.
we just kind of came up with a couple little things. Not
We
very
did.
many, because, yeah, but. So, should I start with mother?
Yes.
Okay, so, do you want to say the name?
I I don't know why, but I was just thinking about their names and I really liked the name Marie.
Yeah, it's very like in that time, I feel
Yeah.
like. And it's very fitting
And they don't
for
have like
just,
these
yeah.
fun, extravagant names like Sirius, Regulus, Wilburga, blah blah.
Yeah,
Like it's Peter. So like Marie, I thought that was like really cute and sweet and simple.
yeah. So Marie Pettigrew. Let's talk about the fan cast that we discovered a little while ago, actually.
Yes. You
So,
can
okay,
say it because you thought of it.
here's the backstory first. So, we were talking about Marlene McKinnon and like
We
I
were.
guess fan cast for her and how Sophie Thatcher is a really good one and what's her name? Biba Doobie, is that her name?
I'm
The
not
music
sure.
artist. That's another
I
good
can't
one.
remember.
Those are like my two favorites for her.
Yeah, Sophie Thatcher is my Marlene.
Um, and then I was like, I think I told you this one. Oh my God, who is texting me? Shh, I'm talking about Peter. Peter's mom. Shut the fuck up.
That's kind of
Sorry.
funny that they're only interrupting you now that we're talking about Peter. That's
Right?
like actually rude.
Okay, so what was I saying? Right. Um, there's a fan cast that people have for Marlene, which is Florence Pugh. Love her to bits. She's amazing. She's so
She's such a
talented,
good
so
actress.
lovely.
Ugh. I can't wait to see
But
Dune Part
we
2.
both, yeah, me too. We both agreed that we don't see her as Marlene. Like, I don't know what
She
it is. It's
doesn't
just
have that
something.
punk rock like
She
she
looks
doesn't have
too
that punk rock
soft.
vibe. Yeah.
Like, her features are too soft and delicate
She
to like,
doesn't have like the grungy aesthetic that Marlene is supposed to have.
yeah, yeah. Like, I wouldn't completely be like, wow, how dare you fan cast
Oh
her
yeah,
as
no.
Marlene. Like, I see the vision, but then we thought of Peter's mom and how there's no information on her, no fan cast, no edits ever made.
Nope.
Florence Pugh as Peter Pettigrew's mother, Marie Pettigrew. I think it fits. I
It
think she
does.
has that energy of like I'm imagining her with like her blonde hair and it's like
Oh
kind of
yeah. 'Cause
short
Peter's like
and
blonde and stuff.
yeah, I just love her. And I feel
Me
like
too.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Um so yeah. And then his father, we have William. Pettigrew, Willie,
Yep.
Will,
Will.
whatever.
I like Will as like a nickname, and then like his name's like William.
Yeah. And the fan cast, I don't remember the actor's name that you said, but Foggy Nelson from Daredevil,
Eldon
he
Henson.
came up with that. He's
Yeah.
also in The Hunger Games Mockingjay,
Part
I
one
think
and
part
two, I
one.
believe.
Both of them,
I think he's in
I
both
guess.
of them.
But yeah, specifically his part in Daredevil, though, he has like that very Peter
Yeah, the
look.
first two seasons.
Yeah.
Because I think he gets a haircut in season three.
Okay, but yeah, he has like this long, it's kind of like Louis Capaldi looking hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like as
Even
soon
their
as B sent me a
faces
picture.
look very similar.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely see that. And I think we need to give the Pettigrews more of a backstory because like based on what Peter did, he needs something, some kind of
Yeah, I agree.
motive, some kind of thing. So, what I said to B, I think the other day, whenever I said it,
A couple
I
days
was
ago, I
like,
think.
I think I wanted to give his dad like presence in his life, but then I was like, no, it makes more sense for him to not be there
Yeah.
because then that gives him daddy issues and that makes Peter need to attach himself onto a more powerful leader
Mm-hmm.
in his life, like James or Voldemort,
Yeah.
especially a
I got
male.
chills when you
Like,
told me that for the first time.
ah, my face is so red for some reason. But yeah, I just think it makes so much sense for him to have some kind of parental issue. I do think his mother, however, would be a good mom, but
Oh, absolutely.
just
I think
having
so.
that absence, like his father's still alive, but he's not there
He's just
anymore.
gone. He went to get
That
some milk.
sucks. He did.
He
Didn't
just
come
didn't come
back
back.
ever. Ugh. But yeah, I think it makes so much sense for him to not have his father around. That's
Yeah,
why he
I
does all these
agree.
things. Yeah, I think it causes a lot of like jealousy on the inside
It
for
would
him
be
when
it would be really
James
hard too, like
finds,
growing up without like a male figure as a boy in the house. Like I think that would really have an impact on him.
yeah. And I actually didn't tell you this little thing I came up with earlier.
Oh,
So,
secret.
because it says unknown blood status, that gives us a lot of freedom there. I was gonna be like, oh, it can be like Muggle father, wizard mother, because it did say that his mom was a witch
Yeah,
in
she's
her
a
wiki.
witch.
So I was thinking, and then I was like, wait, no. What's a very Pettigrew thing? His dad is a squib. And that's
Ooh.
why I think he might have left because it was like, well, I don't feel like I fit in. Even though I do,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
And now that my son is magical, like, I'm
Filch is a
pathetic.
squib, right?
He is. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh my god, Filch is his dad.
No.
I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking.
Not funny.
Hmm.
Okay, fine, you're a little bit funny.
Um, I think that's all I had written down.
Yeah, I didn't have much for them. Just what we talked about really, and then the names I came up with. So if you guys use those names, I would like a little bit of
Give
credit,
us.
please, because I thought of
Give
those.
credit.
But it
But
worked,
yeah,
it
I
worked.
think there's not a lot of squib characters in Harry Potter, I find,
No.
and they don't talk about it very much. And it's like a very like I guess rare thing.
Oh, is it?
But
I didn't
like
know it was like
imagine
rare.
I don't know if it's rare, but like the fact that there's not very many, I'd say it's rare for it
Yeah.
to happen. But like imagine your family is magical
That
and you're
would
a
be
fucking
so
squib.
that would be so painful.
And I think his dad being like that would make him feel so pathetic and like not being able to teach anything to his son.
Oh, that would be so
And
like
then
humiliating
that's,
as like a parent, like wanting to
yeah,
do this so badly, but you like literally can't.
yeah. Um, yeah, I just feel like, and the whole pathetic thing, this sounds bad, but it fits into the Pettigrew thing because that's what Peter is as well when he's
Mm-hmm.
older. He's seen as very pathetic and like
And weak
just
and like
clings on
yeah.
and
No, I
Yeah,
really
so
like that.
I think that it's very fitting
It
um
is.
for that. But then Peter coming out to be a wizard shows his power in that way. Like he does have some kind of power. It just didn't manifest in the right way
Yeah,
when he got older.
which is
Because of
sad, but
William. It's your
God
fault.
will.
The heck, Willie?
Stupid will.
So yeah, there you go. Write some fan fictions. Go make some
Yes.
edits and tag us.
Tag us. We love seeing this stuff, especially if you're making content of the women.
Exactly.
Even if it's not related to anything we've talked about. If it's a woman edit and you're listening, feel free to tag us. We'll
Right?
share it, repost, like it, give it some love. Oh,
Uh,
um, I want to say something quickly.
oh
Please
yeah.
stop trying to follow me, especially multiple times in a row after I've declined it. It freaks me out. My accounts are private for a reason. I don't want to be, I don't want that in the not personal world. Like that's private, like that's my
Yeah.
social media. I don't like to broadcast all that to the whole world. So like please stop trying to follow me. Isabella
Yeah.
only tags me and stuff so I can see it.
I've
Um,
actually I've even stopped tagging you now
yeah,
because
which I
we have
appreciate. Thank you.
the podcast stuff now.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, just please don't try and follow me. I'm not going to accept it. And again, don't do it multiple times. It like really freaks me out. I don't like it.
yeah. Stop. You
Please
can
stop
follow
it.
me, but
Yeah,
don't
follow Isabella.
respect the boundaries there because
Yes.
people like having their personal lives. Like if you find my Facebook, don't. That's
Yeah, no.
that's pushing it. That's a
It's crossing
little,
a line. You just have
but yeah.
Instagram and TikTok.
Yes. So yeah, I think
Ooh.
that's all
Yeah, I think
I can think of
that's
to say.
yeah.
If you want more, we can definitely do like the Evans family. We kind of touched
Ooh,
on them
yeah.
mostly, but
Yeah,
we
but
can
we could
do
even
other
go
families.
deeper. We could do more headcanons about Lily's parents or yeah,
Yeah.
anyone you want to hear about really. Comment down below. We'll talk about them. Unless it's Barty and Evan, I don't want to talk about them anymore.
We're done.
We're
We did our
we're
part.
finished with them. Sorry, you guys.
Stay tuned for next episode. I'm talking about all the young dudes and Grant
And I'm
Chapman.
and I'm learning about all the young dudes.
Finally. I've been
Yes.
holding my tongue because I want
Yes. I
to
know you
keep
want to
it
talk
in
about
this
Grant
episode.
so bad.
I get to talk about Grant.
I'm so excited to learn.
You can't see
So
my pic
yeah.
because the galaxy is covering it. I have a
No, I
galaxy
can't.
background.
Yeah, and I have a
Okay.
San Francisco one.
So yeah, look
Well,
forward to that episode and also our Halloween episode, which is coming out, I think, next after that one.
no.
I actually don't
We're
know.
not that close, are we?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You're
because next
lying.
maybe maybe I got
What
it
comes
mixed
out?
up, but
What comes out
it's
this week?
right, the song lyrics.
Songs. Okay.
Ah, I forgot about that.
So stay tuned for our next few episodes.
Yes, they're gonna be very fun.
Yes, they always
Well,
are. They always are.
not the Halloween one.
Ooh, that one's gonna be a little sad, but you'll get to see us, and we might be dressing up. Who
Maybe.
knows? So stay
Hmm?
tuned. But yeah,
Yeah, you go.
this has been Marauders at Midnight. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. This was a good one.
This was a good one.